following the murder of George Floyd, we were quite vocal about the ways that we wanted to educate ourselves and really learn about the systemic racism that plagues our country and how that trickles into sports. And right now, at the end of the day, sports don't matter. I understand they're a distraction, but again, that speaks to the white privilege that we even have the option to use sports as a distraction, right? And right now, I think they're taking a good hard look and say, hey, we can't be distracted anymore. The murders need to stop. I mean, we need to stop killing Black men and women and children, and we need to make a real change. And so for the NHL today to cancel their games for today and tomorrow, following suit of the NFL and the NBA, the NFL isn't doing it. Their practices though, right? Have been
WNBA, MLS.
WNBA, right? I mean, it needs to happen. And again, I know, we get sports they're fun, but it's just a game. As I tweeted out earlier today, it's just a game. And there are much more important things. I mean, human rights take priority over that. Pro athletes have opinions. They're people too. Us as media members, we have opinions. We're people too. And it's something we care about. Again, I've taken this time in the month since George Floyd's murder to educate myself and try to make sure that I'm being true to who I am, right? And learning more about what can be done and how we can be changing. And I think just being vocal and again, seeing the support of the NHL players today behind Ryan Reeves and his powerful statement says a lot. And that's what they've been asking to do. Matt Dumba and the Hockey Diversity Alliance have been asking for their white teammates and friends and family to support. It's not on the people of color and diversity to make these changes anymore. Now it's up to us to really help further that.
Well, and it's about getting out of your comfort zone. And I think if you're going to look at athletes across the board from like where a lot of athletes come from, hockey is one of the richest startup sports out there. It's hard to get ice. It's hard to get equipment. It's hard to be schlepped back and forth to games. And then when you get really good, having to, travel around the country, go to these tournaments, go to these leagues. So it's a very, very hard sport to become a professional in if you don't come from wealth. And so wealth also equals comfortability, and it usually equals a lack of diversity and a knowledge of the greater world and struggles and sacrifices that people go through. So when you have a sport that's a very high barrier to enter, that breeds people who are elite and elitists and comfortable. So it takes a lot to get those people to understand and to sit there and listen and say, you know what, we actually do need to do something because this isn't fair to everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely. And again, we have that white privilege that we're able to, we need to speak up and we need to just support people like players like Matt Dumba again, who are working so actively. It can't just be on their shoulders. And we want to, everyone loves this game, right? I love the game of hockey, and it breaks my heart that it is so exclusive and not everybody truly feels welcome in it. And